Uh, my name is Marcelle El Achkar. I recently graduated from the School of Architecture at the Holy Spirit University of Kaslik, where I earned my master's degree in architecture. Personally, I've never been to a protest until once, and it was at Zoo Mkail in front of the street. Actually, I went there because I felt that I had to go, and actually also I felt guilty that I did not really engage with the protests. In fact, why? Because it was a bit far for us, and there were many roadblocks. Although there was a spot where they used to protest at Mazrat Yashur, which was close to me since I live in Bet Shabab, but it wasn't really safe to access there. And as I said, there were constant roadblocks, and it wasn't really healthy to be there. So the only time I went there was at Zoo, and at the same time, in front of the TV, you know, the emotions, هيك نتضامن معهم. It was, so yeah, it was a virtual and only one live protest. Actually, because finally someone had the courage to talk about our needs and to raise their voices, because it wasn't okay. Okay, we lived maybe peacefully, we had everything we wanted, but not the way we have to get these benefits and our rights, of course. And at some point we felt that the country isn't ours. We only have access to specific places, specific services, and this is not what we have to aim for as Lebanese citizens, and we really deserve more. So yes, it was the only time someone spoke about these rights. I previously heard that there were constantly protests, specifically in Beirut in front of the parliament, but it was a bit like hidden, and the light wasn't really shed on these protests. People were constantly advocating for their rights and our needs as citizens, but I guess it was the only time where we really heard about it. I don't know if it's if it was planned to be like to shed the light on this protest, but why this one? I always ask myself, why this one and why now, not before? Because it was always the same struggle, the same pain, and yeah. The only thing and the best thing I remember about the protest is experiencing a space that wasn't accessible before, which is the road, the highway. I've never been as a pedestrian to a highway, and it was very symbolic to me, because finally we claimed a public space, which is public, and we had access to a public space. This is the highlight of the protest for me. And on another hand, it was also an opportunity to think that we didn't have actually public spaces to protest at, so the street was the only way we had to go there, and also the symbolism of cutting the roads, having everything stopping, because we had to stop everything and look at the situation then. So yeah, this is for me the highlight of the protest.